are of you and what you've done on the court. But what you've done on the court has far exceeded what you've done in our community and around this country and getting little girls excited about playing basketball. But no place has it been better and felt more than at the University of Iowa Children's Hospital. So here today, I just want to let you know, you are the AP National Player of the Year. Did it? Way to go, kid. National Player of the Year! Are you kidding?
Caitlin Clark's major move has startled the entire world. The Associated Press awarded her the Female Athlete of the Year in a breathtaking declaration that outperformed world champions and Olympic superstars. But her first season in the WNBA has been nothing less than historic, with performances that have shocked the WNBA as a whole. Let's examine Caitlin Clark's achievement in more detail. Times Athlete of the Year. Caitlin Clark is the magazine that occurred within the past year since I began my final college season and not being aware of whether it would truly be my final season, whether I was choosing to return to college or became pro. And now that my first season as a professional is over, a lot has transpired. Clark started crying after taking home the Associated Press Female Athlete of the Year award. Her amazing journey from college, WNBA sensation to superstar has enthralled viewers all across the world. Her tale grows even more amazing when she joins basketball great Cheryl after defeating Olympic gymnast Simone Biles and boxer Iman Khalef for the coveted prize. Since 1931, only 3 basketball players, Swoops, Rebecca Lobo, and Candace Parker, have been awarded this distinction. The story is becoming well known. After winning the title, let's see what Clark had to say. Don't know, I'm grateful, wouldn't be feasible without each. Every single one of you. That is what I truly mean. I consider myself fortunate to be here because I know it most likely wouldn't be feasible in different locations. I appreciate your faith in me. I've got you covered. We like working with you as a coach. Sometimes we can pull our hair on. However, we adore you dearly. Small portion, I'm grateful. The Player of the Year is this one. Check out what Clark said after winning the trophy. College basketball has undoubtedly become a reality, and hopefully the WNBA will arrive soon. However, I believe that my parents were aware of my intense competitiveness as a small child, and I was constantly someone who was motivated by objectives. And I believe that has essentially stayed the same throughout my life. Whether it was track, softball, soccer, or any other activity I was participating in at school, but particularly in basketball, where I've always aspired to be the greatest. After guiding Iowa to 2 straight, reaching the NCAA championship finals and becoming college basketball's all-time best scorer with 3,951 points, Clark was the Indiana Fever's first overall pick when he joined the WNBA. The transition from education to the workforce rankings came with high expectations and pressure, particularly in light of her illustrious collegiate career that saw her break 51 documents. With 18.9 million viewers, her final game at Iowa was the second most viewed women's sporting event in American television history outside of the Olympics. The amazing achievement of drawing the men's final showed. Even before she became a professional, Clark was able to attract spectators, the manner in which she did. When I worked with her on an event and 11,000 people attended my friend Mark Shapiro's alma mater in Iowa, it wasn't for me, I promise. It was intended for her. She brings this to the table because it is who she is. After that, to advance to the professional level. After making it to the national championship game and losing to Dawn Staley in South Carolina, they essentially didn't get any sleep. What did she do last year? She plays in the WNBA, gives it her all, and becomes a contender for league MVP. As a novice, she had a demanding schedule when she joined the WNBA, playing 11 games in just 20 days, most of them against the best teams in the league. Although it took some time for Clark and the Fever to settle into a rhythm, there were early indications of greatness. She beat the LA Sparks in just her 6th game by hitting critical late-game threes and coming close to a triple-double. Fans wearing Clark's number 22 jersey crowded the Banbridge Fieldhouse, where they waited in line for hours. Get a chance to get an autograph before the games. She maintained outstanding averages throughout her first 11 games, averaging 16.6 assists and 5 rebounds per game, demonstrating her ability to play at the top level. Game 12. In Washington, D.C., was a pivotal moment in Clark's first year. That evening, she scored 7 30 points and 3-pointers in a decisive win that her entrance as a genuine WNBA star was declared. After that, the Fever developed into the most effective offense in the league, surpassing even the championship. Clark's influence extended beyond her score in contests like New York and Las Vegas. She made everyone around her more effectively, developing particularly close relationships with teammates Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. Let's see what. According to Stephen A. Smith, a one-on-one bounce to Boston with Jones will turn it into a 2-for-1 Clark bounce pass. Boston in this situation, one guard is simply far more powerful than the other due to her background and maturity. Her collaboration with Boston, another former top selection, showed how two young stars could improve each other's performance. Clark's famous three-pointers were made possible by Boston's powerful screens. And Boston had easy scoring opportunities thanks to Clark's passing skills. Mitchell's quickness made her the perfect target for Clark's incredible full-court passes, and their three-pronged assault turned into one of the most successful in the league. Dreaded offensive pairings, she's done an incredible job handling this. Sometimes you forget that this person is 22 years old. Correct. She has received numerous accolades, including Time Female and Athlete of the Year. Her from a variety of angles. And as a result of that publicity, there are always some haters. And that's regrettable, but at Iowa, we put a lot of effort into wearing blinders and simply being able to. Even by WNBA standards, Clark's shooting range became renowned, and I believe it's benefiting her today. She was the league's furthest three-point shooter, averaging 28 feet. This unparalleled variety compelled defenders to protect her in a different way than any other player, giving the squad as a whole more room. When opponents tried to close the distance on her at 30 feet, Clark would blow by them to find open teammates or make simple layups. Let's hear Lisa Blunder's thoughts on Clark's performance. Hander succeeded. Clark's launches are flawless. With the exception of one corner triple who averages nearly 3 every game, all of them are above the break. The record started to rapidly decline. Clark became the first rookie to record a triple-double on May 22. She set a new WNBA single-game record just 11 days later. Record with 19 assists. She had been chosen and was leading the league in assists at the Olympic break for her initial All-Star squad. These outstanding achievements for any player, much less a novice, seemed to increase her desire to compete. Well, Caitlin had extremely high expectations going into this season. And she managed to surpass them in some way. And I was really impressed by how fast she was able to learn as the season progressed. Additionally, it seemed quite appropriate that she began and concluded her season in the same Connecticut location, against the same opponent, since you might observe that development. And the season's opening game. She had 10 turnovers that day. What did she show us last night? The capacity to look after the basketball, with 9 assists and just 3 turnovers that day. She simply learned every game and how to improve. Become one of this year's top 5 players and the MVP vote, she came in 4th. Thus, all of the strain on her. Somehow, Caitlin Clark was able to live up to all of those expectations. Following the Olympic break, Clark raised her performance to unprecedented levels, helping the Fever win 7 of 8 games, their finest run in almost 10 years during. She played at an MVP level at this time, averaging an incredible 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds per game. Level and winning the Eastern Conference Player of the Week title 3 times in a row. Was so dominant that she won Eastern Conference Player of the Month and cemented her status as the Rookie of the Year. The Indiana Fever's favorite Caitlin Clark transformed the WNBA in a manner never seen before. The team set a new record for the number of spectators at its games, with 200,000 more than. Fans traveled from all across the nation to watch Clark perform on television, making every road game a sellout affair. When Clark was playing, ratings increased by 300%, and the 2026 WNBA draft, in which she was chosen first overall, became. With 2.4 million viewers, her debut season statistics are the most watched in league history. Considered a generational talent, the only rookie in WNBA history to record 2 triple-doubles and a new single-game assist record. These achievements were made by the rookie with the highest assists per game average and the league leader in points made. Resulted in her being named Rookie of the Year and placing 4th in the MVP voting, which is the best result for a rookie in modern league history. The team's accomplishments in the past matched her own. Accomplishments as the Fever made its first postseason appearance. Clark's presence also helped them secure their berth weeks before the season ended in 2016. To significant league-wide enhancements, including as the return of chartered planes after 22 years. In commercial travel, her influence went beyond the courtroom as she managed media coverage. Facing pressure with amazing maturity and poise, basketball legend Rebecca Lobo was commended. Clark's adeptness at navigating the spotlight. She has done this quite perfectly, appearing to say and do everything the right things. It's simply amazing in a time when criticism and attention are continual notwithstanding. Despite the strain, Clark continued to dedicate himself to engaging fans by spending time both before and after games to interact with fans and sign autographs. Let's see what Rebecca Lobo has to say. AP Female Athlete of the Year award demonstrates that Clark's influence goes beyond basketball, motivating a new generation of sportsmen and providing unparalleled focus on sports for women. With Clark in the forefront, women's basketball appears to have a more promising future than before. Given her ongoing growth and the WNBA's increasing appeal, Clark's impact on the game appears certain to continue growing in the years to come. Opponents find it frightening because she is only getting started. For more updates, subscribe to our channel and leave a comment with your opinions. From the concert to the court, Clark, Caitlin.